Hi, I'm LDS in Medium, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to try to bring religion and spirituality closer together, and this is what this pod is all about. I will talk about my own thoughts and feelings as I am both LDS and have spiritual gifts, something that I've had my whole life, but I always thought that it was hard to combine these gifts with my religion. This has torn me into two directions, and I have talked to many people who feel the same way. I can't choose not to have my spiritual gifts, but I can choose how I use them. And I always want to use them for good and to help others. I believe my heavenly parents gave them to me for a reason. So, this is me. Join my quest for knowledge.
December 17th. Today I want to talk about faith and miracles. I'm going to read from Matthew and Luke about Jesus feeding the multitudes. We'll start in Matthew chapter 14, verse 15 and forward. And when it was evening, his disciples came to him, saying, There is a desert place, and the time is now past. Send the multitude away, and they may go into the villages and buy themselves victuals. But Jesus said unto them, They need not depart, give ye them to eat. And they say unto him, We have here but 5 loaves and 2 fishes. He said, Bring them hither to me. And he commanded the multitudes to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and looking up to heaven he blessed and brake, and gave the loaves to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude. And they did all eat, and were filled. And they took up of the fragments that remained 12 baskets full. And they that had eateth were about 5,000 men, besides women and children. And we read in Luke chapter 9, verse 12 and forward. And when the day began to wear away, then came the 12 and said unto him, Send the multitudes away, that they may go into the towns and country round about, and lodge, and get victuals, for we are here in a desert place. But he said unto them, Give ye them to eat. And they said, We have no more but 5 loaves and 2 fishes, except we should go and buy meat for all these people. For there were about 5,000 men. And he said to his disciples, Make them sit down by 50 in a company. And they did so, and made them all sit down. Then he took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and looking up to heaven, he blessed them and brake, and gave to the disciples to set before the multitude. And they did eat, and were all filled. And there was taken up of fragments that remained to them 12 baskets. This is something that hits close to home for me. I went from a marriage where my husband made a lot of money to be all alone with a very low pay. Since we were 2 before, I didn't really need a good salary, but all of a sudden I found myself financially in a really bad place. I feel like every month Jesus is doing this for me. Or maybe the closest resemblance is a story about the woman who never runs out of flour or oil. In 1 Kings chapter 17, verse 11. And as she was going to fetch it, he called to her and said, Bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thine hand. And 12 and forward, and she said, As the Lord thy God liveth, I have not a cake, but an handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that way we may eat it and die. And Elijah said unto her, Fear not, go and do as thou hast said, but make me thereof a little cake first, and bring it unto me, and after make for thee and for thy son. For thus saith the Lord God of Israel, The barrel of meal shall never waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail, until the day that the Lord sendeth rain upon the earth. And she went and did according to the saying of Elijah, and she and he and her house did eat many days. And the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the cruse of oil fail, according to the word of the Lord, which he spake by Elijah. As I every month make my budget, I know how much money I have left after I've paid everything. And no matter what happens, that amount seems to be the same. And even though it should be impossible, I can even save some money in the end. I have no idea of how this is coming together, because in my calculations I should probably be on minus. But I never am. And for me, this is a miracle, and I see it every month. I just feel so loved and blessed and grateful for the miracles I have in my life. How do miracles manifest themselves in your life? Be the light, share the light, spread the light, shine.
This is my journey. Thank you so much for keeping me company today. Please download, like, share, and subscribe, and help spread the light and spread the word to expand our community. Let's bring more love, peace, and unity to this world. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Always be grateful, kind, and loving. Be brave and remember to step out of your comfort zone and smile. If you support us on Patreon, you will get access to our meditations and extra materials so you can download them as MP3. Also, we now have a Facebook group, which you can access from our Facebook community. Please answer the questions as you apply to participate. It will be a safe haven where we can keep discussing religion and spirituality, our spiritual gifts, and self-development. Remember, one person can make a difference, but together we can change the world.